Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Hustlers. Kind of excited to see it. It's about some former strip club employees, which is like J-Lo and Cardi B, from what I know, that get together and turn the table on Wall Street clients. So this is based on a true story. 6.6 on IMDb, which I think is kind of low. My wife went to see it in the movie theater and she really loved it. And she wanted to watch it again, so she's going to watch it with me. She doesn't want to do a review. Maybe I can coax her into joining us a little bit later, but as of now she's out. But I'll get into it a little bit here with my chaperone, and I'll watch it for a little bit, tell you what it's really about, and then ultimately tell you what I think. So stick around, let's see what it's all about here. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Hustlers. Sorry, no check-ins tonight. My wife was here watching it with me and we wanted to watch it all the way through. So no check-ins, but I think we can clear everything up here at the end. So basically the movie is about a bunch of strippers who come up with an idea on how to make some money by taking advantage of their clients. Now, when that's all I knew about this movie, and when I first thought of it, I thought they came up with a very elaborate kind of ingenious idea on how they swindle people out of money. And that's not really the case, and I don't think this is a spoiler alert. I'm sure it's in the longer version of IMDb. So if you don't know what it's about, basically they drug some of their clients so that they can max out their credit cards. So, that's a very simple way to explain what happens. They come up with this idea, and then she gets everybody involved. So it stars J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez, of course, is our main character, and found out, interestingly enough, she did the film for free. So I thought that was very interesting. That's pretty awesome to do. And then Constance, she's the other main character in this. Julia Stiles is in this, and I forgot to mention that she plays more of a journalist who's now interviewing them after the fact. So after all this has happened, and so it's told in retrospect on what happened back in 2008 and so on and so forth. Well, basically what happens, the recession happens in 2008, 2009, something like that, and it causes the strip clubs to lose business, and it also causes the guys who do come in to expect more than what they were getting before, so some more sexual favors they're looking for. And the girls aren't able to make the money that they used to without doing stuff like that, so they come up with this idea on how to do it. And so what was very interesting, and I know I couldn't get her to come on film with me, she's sitting right over there, judging every word that I say, but it was interesting to see the different perspectives on this. She loved the film. This is the second time she's seen it. She really enjoyed it. And she deals with the moral dilemma of what they did, but I could tell by her, she feels it's not okay, but doesn't see it maybe as bad as maybe a guy would. Like, whereas I'm thinking the opposite. Not that it's, you know what I mean. So there's this weird balance of everything that goes on in this film. So I found that part interesting. The point was made that when they do this and they make all this money, they do it, and they kind of share joy when they do it. So they buy presents for each other, their family. They help their mother pay for their mortgage, all that kind of stuff. It's not like they use it and then they go out and do drugs or something like that with the money. So they use it for good rather than evil. So I found that's a good point as well. So, very interesting movie. I love movies that are based on true stories. And always in true stories, I like to see what happens after the movie, where they put the words on the screen. They had that in here. They did not show any pictures of the real people. So that is one thing that was disappointing. I always like that aspect, because I like to see the J-Lo really look like the girl who she played, and so on and so forth. So so that's it. I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover. Anything you want to yell at me from off camera?
No, you did good.
So that was a thumbs down.
Fine.
Not very happy with the review of the movie, but
good.
it would have been a lot better to get her on film to hear her perspective, because we just talked for 15 minutes and she just kept telling me all about it. But she's stuck with the moral dilemma on, was this a good thing that they did, or maybe not a good thing, but was it justified, is what they're doing.
I'll just say, like, I won't be, even though it don't hear me, but no, it's my dilemma is, it's like, it's hard to put into words, but it basically,
Oh, she's coming in.
No, I'm not like this. So, okay. Right. It's not right. It's wrong, no matter what. Like, what they did, wrong is wrong. But at the same time, what I was stuck with was that, like, it's, again, these guys are coming to an establishment and doing things, and they fully, they want that type of behavior or whatever, and some of them are really awful people. But again, we're not the ones that are supposed to be judging that. Like, we can't, we don't have that ability to make that decision. But, I guess, like, as a woman, and knowing of, like, all the history of how guys typically, drugging women in places like, just like at a bar or at a concert and things like that, and how horrible that is, and seeing this type of story play out with the roles reversed, with people like from Wall Street that are taking money from the firemen's retirement funds and things like that, and they treat these girls like dirt, and to make themselves feel better, and you almost think like, yeah, that's what they deserve it, but they don't. Like, it's still wrong. They deserve whatever comes to them later, but it makes you, I liked the fact that it pulls you in a lot, I mean, anyway, like, maybe not so much, but it pulls you in a different, like, different feelings, and it's like, it changes for me, anyway, but, so that's it.
There you go. I'm glad she's jumped in. I think that really puts the icing on the cake of this review. No, I really do. I wanted to speak your mind, and I'm glad you came over and did it. So there you go. I think you got now both of our perspectives. If you've seen the film, let me know what you thought. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you haven't, I will put a link in the description so you can click on it and go ahead and watch it and give me your thoughts on it. And take your significant other and watch it with them and see the different perspectives that both of you have. So, alright, that's it. That's all I have for you. I'm glad she tuned in, and I hope you tune in again to Kimmel's Irish Pub.